Alright, Final 9, I want to welcome you once again to Tribal Council. We just had the iSurvivor auction, and Mr. Drew walked away with immunity. Couple other people left with some prizes. Couple other people left with some worthless gag gifts. All in all, I think it was a pretty successful iSurvivor auction this season. As always, Tribal Council starts off with a question and answer ceremony. It will give you guys your last opportunity to state your case. You know, Tribal Council is the place where you are held accountable for your actions. So, yeah, the floor will be yours in a little bit to speak to the tribe. But for now, I'm going to start asking some questions. Okay. Drew.
Yes.
Hey, so you won the coveted immunity necklace.
Oh my gosh, do you see how hard I was playing all game to win it?
Were you waiting for that?
Oh my gosh, I was just waiting, sitting back and hoping I had enough money.
So was it hard? Did you want to, like, bid on anything during, you know, as it was playing out? Was it hard to, like, stick to your guns and be like, oh, I'm waiting for that immunity necklace?
No, because I looked in the lower corner and I saw Trevor's little picture, and that reminded me that I need to sit back and not let him get it.
Okay, so you're calling out Trevor. Do you feel like if you didn't win, you could be going this round?
Well, Sandy, Trevor wanted me to tell him if I was voting for him, and we didn't have a chance to talk right now, so I just wanted to let him know that he's getting at least one vote in his direction.
Trevor.
Hi.
Hey, so you're getting a vote from Drew tonight. It's pretty much a fact coming from his own mouth. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, it's not a surprise. I saw it coming. I did ask him to tell me, so thank you, Drew. I tried to put up a fight to save myself, but I'm also good at math, and I know how many votes that the other side has. So there's no hope for me. So now I'm just left to look forward to redemption in my life.
Okay. So, from my perspective, I'm a little bit out of the loop. Do you want to fill me in on why Drew's voting for you? Why do you think, you know, tonight is your night? Is pretty much what I just got from you. Fill me in.
We had a falling out. The thing about this tribe is it's a little bit like high school. When you talk to people, it goes around, and you really can't see anybody without knowing. So people talk, and you talk to the wrong person, and your whole game could go tumbling down.
All right, with what you just said, you talk to one person, and your whole game can go crumbling down. Give me an example of what you think had.
I want to tell you the actual reason that it's Trevor. Because last round, when Robbie Rob was about to be voted out, he thought that Trevor had an immunity idol. And he went to Trevor and he said, if you play your idol on me, I'll vote for anyone you want in the game.
Drew, I can't let this happen. I just can't. Listen to this, okay? Trevor has no fucking items. Do you realize the people on your side are going to turn against you as soon as they get the chance? Because Audrey has an extra parchment, everybody has extra shit, yet you're targeting the person who has nothing, who will come to you for help, like who will be begging for help. You could put yourself in a power position, but you refuse to do that.
Okay,
can I say something? Wait, let me say something. Okay, I want to understand the logic why Drew would trust someone who turned on a person that kept them in the game. Like Brittany, I played an idol on you to Audrey, I saved you back. We are even. It's an even playing field.
Okay,
Game
so
is a
what's
game
the
just
logic?
because we had each other.
What's the logic?
Try to act like that was fully out of your goodwill. You tried to get Kai out. It wasn't to save Brittany necessarily.
Okay.
It was a win-win for you either way. So you have control. You have a lot of control in this game. You do.
Hey, Brittany, you have a turn when it's your question. Audrey, Brittany, can I please tell my story to Sandy? I haven't had a chance to talk to him all week.
I love, as Jeff Probst just said in the past episode, I love when tribal councils are this live. But Drew, but I also do love being in the know. So I love that everybody's saying their case, and I will let everybody.
Can I say something?
Of course, Drew. Bailey, go ahead. Everybody's saying something.
Okay,
Go ahead, sir.
In Audra's defense, I know how she's feeling right now because I've had the same exact feeling. Way back on day 6, I saved Sam's freaking ass from going home. And the next vote, he targets me. I know how that feels, and that's not a good feeling. So I think she has a very justifiable reason for being angry.
Yeah, I wouldn't have approached you, and so I had a plan, and I wanted to work with you and all this stuff, but that doesn't make any sense. But okay.
Okay. I love all of you. This is amazing. Back to Drew. Drew, do you have anything that you wanted to state before, it got heated and everybody interjected, but I will get to everybody else, I promise you.
So Robbie had a plan. He wanted Trevor to use the idol that he thought he had. Trevor didn't have an idol, but he said to Robbie, I will play my idol on you. And then Robbie said, who should I vote for? And Trevor said, you should vote for a threat. Robbie said, who's the biggest threat left in the game? Trevor said, you should vote for Drew. So Drew got a vote, which in a tiebreaker scenario. So then after that, I went to Trevor, I talked to him, and he said, man, did you see Robbie had a vote for you? And the only reason I knew that this all went down is because I was on call with Robbie when this happened. So this shows me that Trevor is not loyal to me. And then I hear from multiple people that Trevor is targeting me. Obviously, I can no longer work with him because he's fired shots at me. I love Trevor. He's a great guy, but he can't expect me to stay in the game and watch me just have him take my game from me. I'm not going to let that happen.
All right, well, now let me just throw a question at you, Trevor. Trevor, with what Drew said, is that fact in your mind, fiction in your mind? Did that situation with Robbie go down the way?
That's correct. That's exactly what happened. Here's where the game kind of is right now. There's a division. Drew. At one point, I had an alliance. Me and Julie were in an alliance with Drew, Bailey, Mary, and Audrey. We called ourselves the Sassy Six Alliance. Obviously, me and Julie have been kicked to the curb. So Gray and Brittany, you guys are on the outs. You should make a move. If you're going to make a move, you've got to make one. And Shiley, they can promise you the world. You're also on the outs. Those four are going to stick together. So this is your chance to at least information going forward, because I don't have numbers right now, so I know, but at least you know where you stand.
All right, Trevor, quickly clarifying for myself and for episode and viewer purposes, you just said you and Julie were replaced. Replaced in what alliance?
I didn't say we were replaced.
Or kicked to the curb.
We were kicked to the curb. I think that Drew and Bailey kind of just were wavering between the two, which one they wanted to go with, and they decided ultimately that Audrey and Mary
You turned on Drew. You were going to turn on Drew. Bullshit.
I'm not the one that was. I didn't approach myself and talk about.
Can't you say that yourself, Audrey?
That I was going to turn on Drew.
Oh my God! From the beginning.
I would.
Yeah, give me an example. Give me an example.
I never. It's a waste of time.
All right, Brittany. Hey, Britt. Hey, Britt. What's up?
Hello.
Brett, you seem kind of vocal tonight. What are you making of this Final 9 Tribal Council and the drama between Trevor and the opening with Drew saying, hey, I'm voting for you, Trevor? What are you making of this right now? You seem very vocal in text and on call.
You know what? As vocal as I am, I'm going to say that I don't really have comment.
You're at the point of no comment right now.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm there.
So I can sum that up at you're at a loss for words at what's going on within the tribe right now.
Very much.
I have a comment.
Why?
Huh?
Why are you at a loss for words?
There's just too much confusion.
Why?
There's too many people swaying in too many different directions. So I have no comment, and I don't know where anything is anymore.
So if you survive tonight, Brittany, are you saying you're going into the next round as a lone wolf? Nobody has your back. You have nobody else's back. Everything's.
I know how Gray feels.
And as I know, Gray has been a target multiple times, been on the outs of many different votes. So I wouldn't say comparing yourself to Gray or his position is probably the best. So you're saying you're like on all by yourself with Gray?
I don't know where I am, so we'll find out because it'll come out slowly, and someone will end up needing me, and someone will be like, "Hey, help us," and then they'll try to trick me. So, whatever. I'm just gonna see what happens as usual.
All right. Well, Brittany, I couldn't help but get a sense of between you and Audrey. Is there some animosity going on between you two girls?
Sandy, why are you asking me the worst questions? Why do you ask me the worst questions?
Honey, this is tribal council. This is where I come to figure out some stuff, and I would not even be asking this question had I not gotten the vibe that you and Audrey were right now. But
it's not that I have it out for anybody specific. It's that I want the powerful people to go, so that it makes the game easier for the rest of us. But when other people don't see that and they're blindsided by the smart people, then it's a lost cause, and you can't help. You can't help.
Then you're confused. Because I approached you about Trevor and Jules and their plan to actually vote you on this round to save you again. And you couldn't let go of your
see, there's a vote for me right now, Audrey. Who's voting for me? Are you voting for me? Go ahead and say it if you are. I'd love to know. You keep saying everyone's voting for me this round, so where is it?
It's not what I said. You didn't listen.
You said that you were planning to vote for me, but nobody's voting for me right now. So why am I worried?
Here, listen what I have to say. Jules and Trevor approached me. I played the recording for you, okay? It wasn't good enough. That you would have been gone, and then you changed it all, and now people are targeting me, the P2, so that you stick to them, and we'll just see how it plays out. I didn't say anyone's voting for you.
No, but you said they were targeting to vote for me,
They
so I
are.
wanted to find out. But if that was true, I talked to them myself, and you know what? And it didn't end up being exactly as the way you had it up to be. And that's fine, like, whatever. Everybody is lying.
It was proof. Why you're trying to be
Okay. It doesn't matter at this point because I'm not getting vote. It's not Mary's turn, it's not your turn.
Mary, you did try to say something. What were you trying to say?
No, it's just like, why would you just trust anybody? Everybody lies in this game. So why would she have a recording when exactly that other team? Because anybody can lie in this game. That's why I don't understand.
Anybody? Oh, Mary, that's exactly right. You think about that.
Somebody
It's not a recording.
Somebody
It doesn't matter because everybody can lie, Mary, and you think about that, okay?
I'm at a loss for words.
Next
Sorry.
question, Sandy.
Sorry, Trevor, were you trying to say
Next
something?
question.
So somebody said Audrey said I was trying to take out Drew and Bailey and all that. Audrey approached me last round when it was the Robbie vote about blindsiding Bailey because he got the idol. I don't know if she was upset that he had her or she just wanted to get rid of it and get it out.
Trevor, I'm sorry to Trevor, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but at this point, everybody's trying to get everybody out, so this shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. And if it is coming as a surprise, you're the ones that are the fucking idiots. And I'm sorry, but I've been saying this the whole time.
Wait, hold up. My name came up. Who targeted me for the idol?
Apparently I did.
Oh.
Last round, in the round where Robbie was supposed to go, because right after you found the idol, Audrey approached me about blindsiding you because you had the idol. I don't know if she felt uncomfortable that you had it, or I don't know the reason, but she just wanted to, and I talked her off that ledge. I said, no, now's not the time to make a move like that. I obviously can't reveal how close I am to you, Bailey, at that point in the game. Now, obviously, I can just tell everybody everything. But
Apparently I wanted to work with Trevor.
But so from what I understand about Audrey, she has no intention of working with you based on this conversation. So every conversation I've had with Audrey ever since then would not include me working with you, Bailey. But you can believe whatever you want. So you guys already made up your minds.
Why did this not come up earlier, Trevor? Why didn't this come up when we were discussing several times in this round? Why did this have to come up at Tribal Council?
Yeah.
It's not because people freak out, they get paranoid, they get worried tell Julie what was happening because I didn't think it was necessary. If I think somebody's in danger and it's somebody that benefits me in staying, then I will tell them. But if it's not, you're not going out home and nothing's happening to you, then I'm not going to say anything. But you, like I said, you can believe whatever you want. You can go and see what happens and whatever. I don't know.
I just feel like this is just a desperate attempt for my vote because
you can
do you think I'm a lost cause? Do you think I'm not going to vote for you? I'm still in the middle of this tribal council. I have no clue what I'm doing right now. Like, this would have been wonderful for you to bring up anywhere but in the middle of tribal council where we're all listening. This would have been wonderful to talk about one-on-one. Like, why would you have saved this for tribal council? I just don't understand that.
Well, because at the time I was working with you and I was working with Audrey. Remember the Sassy Six? I don't want to create tension within the Sassy Six. And then you guys kicked me and Joey to the curbs, and I don't give a fuck about the Sassy Six.
Okay, yeah, I don't care either. But that doesn't mean, like, we talked, like, literally right after the chat, like, the auction. Like, why didn't that come up then? That doesn't explain that.
I don't know. I have a conversation I could screen share with you and show it if you cared to see it, but I can't do it now because I'm about to go home. But at least you know going forward that Audrey at some point wanted to vote you out because of that title you had. It puts a target on your back. You should know that automatically. But she did, and if she wants to die, whatever. You believe her. You can believe her or you can believe me. I don't care.
Alright, well, I'm interjecting really quickly. I heard Sassy 6 and it just sparked a question into my mind because I was also reading the chat. Speaking of sass, Mary, I saw you had a comment about Brittany being rude. Where does that come from? Why do you say that?
I don't know, just everything she said was yelling, and I'm like, I was trying to explain how this game works, and she just yelled everything. I don't know.
Brittany, do you have a rebuttal at all?
Ah!
Awesome.
That was hashtag K1040, yo. That was the point, Harry. That was the joke against you.
Okay. Loving the tension. It's like throwing me off my game. I don't even know where to begin or start off again.
Yeah, everybody else isn't.
Gray.
Hi.
How are you?
The same as per usual. I'm as good as I'm gonna get, it looks like.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. When we first merged, you came from the Corazon tribe, merged in a drastic minority. But tonight I can't help but notice there's all this drama, all this tension, all this chaos. Drew, Trevor, Audrey, Mary, Brittany, and I haven't heard your name in any negative light. I haven't heard your name come up as a target. Does all this drama and fireworks make you smile in the sitting here at tribal council and it's not involving you?
Not really, because I feel like though the heat may not be on me right at this very second, I think it's still there burning. I'm not in a good position, I think, and right now, I don't really have much options. I'm just kind of in a position where I'm just like, this is gonna happen.
What? You're in a position that you don't have many options right now. I've heard of maybe 3 different targets, or at least 1 or 2 that are dead, and it's definitely not your name right now.
Targets.
Hey, great.
There can be plenty of targets, but whether or not that's gonna go through is a different story. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty minimal with my options here as per usual, so I don't think I'm in a good position, it would seem, on the outside towards the vote for this round.
But you're not at all relieved that there's drama going on right now and it is not involving you.
I'm relieved that, of course, there's other people's names beside mine, but I don't think that it's necessarily helping my game in the long term.
Heard.
Because I still feel as though I am on an outside position with not a lot to do, and eventually I can't last like that forever. So,
well,
not the best, but it's better than it could be.
Well, here's the thing about somebody in an outside position. You don't think that with all the drama and the fighting and the splintering that is going on tonight, if you survive tonight, the vote tonight, you don't think that this is an opportune time for you to maybe capitalize on all this drama and splintering within this majority of previous Orgulo people?
Well, I mean, every round so far, I seem to have been trying to work with something, try to get, like, a minority side, but it's never came together, and it just seems like it's just not in my favor to get numbers. It doesn't seem like they want me to have any control on who goes home. So, I don't know how I feel right now. I am happy that there is a little bit of animosity for my own sake, but it can't stay like this forever, because people aren't going to stay bitter at each other, and they're going to need each other. So I'm liking it now, but I'm not going to love it.
Do you feel like right now in this game would you consider yourself somewhat of an underdog?
I think so far I have been, in regards to, I have been considered for a lot of votes, but I'm still here. So, it was not a good chance that I would survive till now, but I have. So I think that kind of is the definition of an underdog. So I guess.
Thank you, Gray. Miss Julie.
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Good, you?
Good. So I've heard your name a couple of times being thrown around tonight when people are, explaining their case, or this happened, that happened. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's been lying, who's been telling the truth, and I mean, it's a game. If I was a viewer, I would enjoy all this mess, so at least it's good for them.
How did you feel about being a target last round and getting votes and just, escaping being evicted, or voted out, rather?
Well, I think that was 2 rounds ago, but I was surprised, only because I felt like I had a good relationship with Game, and I mean, I understand that the reason why my name came up was because they thought Trevor had the idol, but I was surprised, but I'm still here, so that's all that matters.
Well, I think you're doing a pretty good job for having a bun in the oven, our first I Survivor segment contestant.
That's the first one?
Yeah, I think it's our first one, to be honest, yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
So you're already breaking records right now. So going forward, after this vote, if you survive, what do you expect to happen now that you at the auction we found out the next round works a little bit differently? What are you expecting to happen if you survive?
I expect that hopefully I will find a new group of people to align with, or because I'm obviously losing my ally. Everyone knows from the beginning that Trevor and I have been connected, so I'm kind of by myself, kind of like Gray, and I'm just going to have to figure things out from the start. I know there's definitely a couple people I will not be trusting anymore, but, that's part of the game.
Awesome. Thank you, Julia. I wish you luck tonight.
Thanks.
Okay, Miss Shiley.
That was a great question. Thank you.
You're not escaping me that easily. How are you tonight?
That's a great question. I'm great. Thank you. I think that there's more people that need talking to. So.
Yeah, yep, and I'm starting with you. So, Miss Shiley, why are you trying to evade my questions tonight, hon? Let's start with that.
I feel like everyone's just being so angry, and I run a workshop that's all about people talking to each other nicely, and this is a whole game that needs my workshop right now, and I kind of just want to put pieces together, be like, everyone, can we just be nice? Just be happy. I don't know, girls.
Do you think that desire and perspective's outlook on the game is going to work for you, or do you think that's gonna work against you?
I don't know. I don't use it all the time. I just feel like this chat needs it. I feel like sometimes I'm not like that. Sometimes I'm a little more than that. But I don't know.
All right. Well, last round. Sorry.
One more thing?
Yeah, of course, Trevor.
Okay. Before I go, I just want to say that no harsh feelings to anybody. I had fun playing. And Drew, if you get to the end, I will vote for you, sir. You're a great player. So
Thank you very much, Trevor.
You're welcome.
Miss Shiley, so last round,
Done.
no, you're not done. I have one more question for you, honey. You're not getting away that easy. And this question isn't even that bad, alright? So last round, at the challenge, or a couple rounds ago at the challenge, at one of the fucking challenges at the start of Merge, you were given either you can play the challenge or you get a clue to an idol.
Oh, good to ask me again. I already answered that.
No, it's not that similar. But tonight, has there been any idol paranoia? Where is it? Is it going to come into play tonight? Any idol talk?
It's like so random.
Do you want me to ask you like a really legit, detailed question?
No, that's a good question. Thank you for the great question. I
Okay
appreciate
then,
it.
so zip the lip and answer. Thank you.
Okay, love you too. I haven't really thought about it too much. I just think we're all just gonna vote and stuff.
The idol's in my pocket. It's in my pocket, and I don't feel bad about saying it because basically the whole tribe knows. I got it when we were trying to get out Robbie, and we didn't want to have the idol, and I took one for the team.
He was awesome. He figured it out within like 5 minutes. It was amazing.
Alright, that's all great. That's all great and dandy when you're playing a tribe game, Bailey. At this point in the game, and at this tribal council, there seems to be feuding and all this junk going on. Do you think everybody knowing you are in possession of an idol will be smart going forward?
Oh, no, I know that's not smart. I've been thinking about that the whole time. I've thought about just playing it on myself tonight, just so I can get rid of it and have that unnecessary target on my back. But I have no clue. I don't think I'm playing it tonight, but if I'm playing it, I'm playing it on myself. Just because I don't want to have that unnecessary target.
Awesome. Well, good luck with you and your idol, Mr. Bailey. Audrey! Are you here, Miss Audrey?
Sorry, computer was freezing. I'm here.
Oh, no, you're good. So, I'm just gonna try to wrap up a little loose end in my mind from earlier, a discussion earlier. I still don't understand the splinter between you and Brittany. From what was mentioned earlier, I'm still trying to pull pieces and reel them in to solve the puzzle in my mind. But what I'm making, or what I get is, you idled Kai out and saved Brittany.
And I offered to work with
And in my mind, you would think that you two would still have some sort of loyalty to one another. Is that not the case right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, I offered to work with her.
Wait. I saved you, Audrey, when I got the merge, okay? So that makes it an even playing field.
It wasn't a jeopardy.
I scratch your back and you scratch mine. I gave you a handout. Would you rather me have given it to somebody else? So as far as that's concerned, it's even playing field.
But I wasn't in jeopardy. But I offered just to... Okay, listen. I approached Brittany. From my understanding, we were working together. I showed her the recording to protect Brittany, but it's Brittany's strategy to turn on me because she thinks I'm controlling 9 people. And if that's how she wants to
That's not actually at all what I think, but okay, Audrey. If that's what you think I think, then that's fine.
Brittany, I confronted you and I said openly, I've heard from these people that you've said these things about me. And you said, no, I never said any of those things. I never did. And I said, well, here's my last olive branch to you. I played the recording. I tried to show you. You can trust me. Like, I'm on your side. And it wasn't good enough. And she wants to vote me out. So
half of that story is true, just for everybody else's sake.
What half is not true then?
You know, Audrey, you know what happens.
No, I don't know. Please enlighten me.
It's not my turn, so I'm good. Thanks.
Oh no, Brittany, you could totally explain it for me.
I don't have to, though, because
What part isn't true?
I don't have to explain it, so
Okay.
fine.
Didn't you post a status about, like, owning it or being accountable and all this stuff? Like, come on, own it. What did I do? I'll own it.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, she has nothing to... She has nothing.
Because anything else I give is just going to go back against me, so what is the point at this point?
Look, I'm just saying, like, you just told me that I'm lying, and I want to know, like, what did I lie?
I said you were half lying and half telling the truth, Audrey, and that's it. That's it.
Brittany, what am I half
All I
lying?
have to answer it. You know, Audrey. The rest of the people don't
Bring me back to Earth.
Alright, you're not on it and you on it.
You're right, I'm not. Okay, well,
Alright.
everyone is where they are because that's where they chose to be. Everything that I did is justified. I can prove it. If anyone else wants to step up with other proof, like,
Yeah, she can prove
get
it.
on.
Yep, she's credible, everybody. Go ahead.
But like Mary said, anyone can lie. So the conversations that you and I had,
I'll play the
Audrey, I mean, you could have been lying to me. I could have been lying to you.
Everyone in this, I'll play
Audrey, you put my name up to them.
Did you hear that on the recording, Brittany?
Does it
We have chats and
recordings?
Yeah.
I don't think you'd record anything negative about
No, I don't
yourself.
think so either, really, no.
The recording is on there for 19 minutes. You hear us start the call and end it.
So Mary just saying everybody lies, everybody's in this thing.
I'm
You're the most honest one. You're the most honest one in the game, Audrey. I'm sorry, you're right. Mrs. Holy over there doesn't tell a lie ever.
One last question over here from this guy who's scared. I'm scared right now, but I do have one last question before I ask you guys to vote.
Oh my god.
Mr. Drew, I'm just gonna ask you one last question before we get to the vote regarding something that Mr. Trevor said earlier when I was speaking to Miss Shiley. He did mention saying if you were in the final tribal council, you would be getting his vote to win. Now, you started off the tribal council saying, "Hey Trevor, I'm voting for you," and then pretty much toward the end of the tribal council, you have Trevor saying, "Hey Drew, I'm voting for you to win." What do you make of this?
I mean, it's just an eye for an eye, isn't it, Sandy? No, I think Trevor and I think we're going to be buds after this, and I don't think it might have inadvertently put a target on my back. I don't know what other people are thinking, but I think that was just one friend to another just giving me a head nod. At least that's what I hope it is.
Awesome. Well, with that being said, thank you very much, Drew. I'm leaving the floor open, one at a time. Everybody's been quite talkative, this tribal council, but I'm leaving the floor open for anybody to say any last minute please or just any last minute anythings to the tribe before we get to the vote. I'm going to just run down the line really quick alphabetically. 30 seconds max on any statement you have to say before we start this voting process. Audrey, the floor is yours.
I mean, I don't really have anything to say. Like I said, if you want to challenge me, if you want to prove me wrong, please do. Like, I will openly be open that I've approached Brittany, I've approached Gray. I had that conversation with Jules and Trevor because they wanted to make up a lie about Brittany because they originally wanted to get Drew and they didn't think they could this round. And it's all out there. So, if anybody else wants to include anything, bring it.
Right, thank you, Audrey. Bailey, any final comments at all?
I have no clue what I'm doing. We'll have no clue until I have to write a name down.
Right, thank you, Bailey. Brittany, any final comments at all before we wrap this up?
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. That's it. That's all. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you, everybody. I'm here all week.
Thank you, Brittany. Drew, any last words?
Nope, I think it's all been said.
All right, thank you, Mr. Drew. Gray, anything you want to say to the tribe?
It's been real, it's been fun, so let's just keep it going. And good luck.
Thanks, Gray. Miss Julie, anything at all?
Sometimes people lie, and sometimes people lie to protect their allies. So if I did some lying, it was to protect my allies.
Wise
That's all I'll
words.
say.
Pretty. Probably some of the wisest words I've heard all tribal council, Julie. Mary, anything from you?
This is a game and everyone's having so much fun. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. Shiley.
I think I'm on Team Mary, but I thought I'd use this time to stand on my soapbox and tell a story about, I don't know, but I'm going to make it up, and it's going to be wonderful, and I don't know. Can we like quote Mean Girls or something for like 30 seconds?
This is when I move on to
Go here.
Trevor.
Just everybody kick ass, and I actually hope to remain friends with all of you, actually, not just you, Drew. though we did bond very good. So, but I meant what I said, and you're right, it wasn't an attack or anything. But good luck, everybody, and I hope you guys have fun and no hard feelings.
All right, guys. Now it's time to vote. I'm going to ask everybody one at a time to please message Ricky. You're going to walk over to the voting booth one at a time. I'm going to call your name. You're going to go over to Ricky's PM. You're going to type in the name of the person you want to send to Redemption Island. You can type a reason if you want. I'm also going to ask, after Tribal Council if you survive, to update parchments in your journal for records. So Rob can update the wiki accordingly. But yeah, send your votes to Ricky.
That's hilarious.
Shiley, it's time to vote.
Am I first?
No, you're last.
Oh, I voted?
Mary, you're up.
I just messaged Ricky, that's what I do.
You just message Ricky the name of the person you're sending home. Audrey, it's time to vote. Bailey, Gray, it's time to vote. Drew, Julie, Trevor, and Brittany. You should be the last to vote. Once Ricky tallies the votes, he'll PM me and I will reveal them.
I could cut the tension about her nickname.
I need to remind everybody that once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anyone is in possession of a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now will be the time to do so. And Audrey tonight has played a hidden immunity idol. Any votes to cast against Audrey tonight will not count. The person with the next highest amount of votes will be voted out. I'll read the votes. First vote. Audrey. Does not count. Second vote. Audrey. Audrey. That's 3 votes, Audrey. Audrey. That's 4 votes for Audrey that do not count. Fifth vote. Trevor. 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 That's 3 votes for Trevor. Trevor. 4 votes is enough, sir. You need to bring me your torch.
Hey, I like this music. That is extra tough. I like that. What else? Here's my torch.
The tribe has spoken. Trevor, it's time for you to go. Head to Shaman's Redemption Isle where you will be battling it off against Kai. It has been a pleasure hosting you, Trevor. From the bottom of my heart, it's been real. Thank you so much for everything you brought to this game and this season. Definitely, 100% my pleasure, sir. Thank you. I can't kick him right now. I don't know how. Okay, well, Trevor is gone. We are now at 8. And Bailey, if I'm not mistaken, you are in charge of splitting up this 8 into 2 immunity teams. So 4 will be on one team, 4 will be on another. Trimo will be up tomorrow. The challenge is non-live. Portions of it might be live, but as a whole, you'll have 24 plus hours to complete it as a foursome. With that being said, congratulations again on making the final 8. This is not an easy feat. 21 castaways, we're at the final 8. This is where, if you guys can't tell already, this is where the game really takes a turn and heats up. If you want to make it to the end and you want to get to the final tribal council, you're gonna need to dupe all these people sitting on call. So good luck, have a great night, y'all are awesome.